Roses are red, violets are blue. One thing that is sure after a Friday, the weekend will kick off next. Good morning. This is the news on Wake Up Nigeria. My name is Mike Messikeno. Nigeria Governors Forum has endorsed a revised value-added tax sharing formula in the proposed tax reform bills to ensure equitable distribution of resources across the country. Now, this decision was taken at the end of the subnational consultations and engagement of the Presidential Tax Reform Committee. They recommended that the sharing formula of VAT or VAT should be 50% based on equity, 30% based on derivation, and 20% based on consumption. The meeting to deliberate on critical national issues, including the reform of Nigeria's fiscal policies and tax system, also agreed that there should be no increase in the VAT rate or reduction in corporate income tax at this time. The forum advocates continued exemption of essential goods and agricultural produce from VAT to safeguard the welfare of citizens and promote agricultural productivity. The governors also recommended that there should be no terminal clause for TED-Fund, Naseni, and NIT-DA in the sharing of development levies in the bills. Another significant outcome of the meeting between the NGF and the Presidential Tax Reform Committee is the support for the continuation of the legislative process at the National Assembly that will culminate in the eventual passage of the tax reform bills. Now, youths and students groups in northern Nigeria have expressed strong support for the proposed reform bills, saying that they have the potential to reduce poverty and address the growing number of out-of-school children. Speaking at the symposium in Kaduna's historic Arewa House, the groups highlighted how the reforms could boost revenue, reduce reliance on oil, and create a fairer tax system for all. TVC News senior reporter Lupa Asom has more.
Aged 5 to 14 not attending school.
The issue is more severe here in the north. Available statistics by United Nations Children's Fund reveal that only 53% of children living in northern Nigeria are in schools.
After the government's enlightenment programs, many believe the tax reform bills, which focus on improving tax collection and increasing government's revenue, could help fund education initiatives. This symposium at Arewa House in Kaduna has brought together youths, students and community leaders from across northwest Nigeria to discuss the proposed reforms. Participants criticized political actors for using the reforms for personal gains and stoking divisive sentiments ahead of the 2027 elections.
The fundamental challenge facing northern Nigeria lies in leadership failures at the subnational level, which have hindered the effective utilization of the region's abundant resources to uplift the majority. The tax reform bills are being misused as tools for blackmail, undermining the president, issuing threats, and stirring ethnic and regional divisions, actions that neither reflect northern values nor serve the region's best interests.
They want northern leaders to see the reforms as an opportunity to harness the region's fertile lands, calling for innovative ways to diversify state revenue.
The north has been blessed with abundance of resources. Why not our leaders and our governors cannot be utilizing this abundance of resources that we have for the betterment of the region and for the betterment of the society dwelling in that region?
President Bola Tinubu's initiatives, including the Ministry of Livestock Development and the Northwest Development Commission, are also commended. These efforts, they note, could transform the region's economy if supported by state governments. Lupe Asom, TVC News, Kaduna.